This chart tracks the global search engine market over the last 2 decades. For years, the top line remained static, representing a near-total monopoly. In 2025, Google's market share dropped below 90%. Consumers are increasingly directing their queries toward conversational AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. Today, ChatGPT alone handles up to 20% of the search volume previously held by traditional engines. This shift impacts an entire ecosystem. The search engine optimization industry generates over $100 billion a year by helping businesses rank links on standard results pages. With a fifth of global search volume migrating to a new interface, the mechanics of digital visibility have branched. Businesses now face 2 distinct paths to reach their customers. We can see the divide in real time using a high-intent local query, Best Dentist in Noida. On traditional search, the algorithm returns specific clinics, Practo, Kailash Hospital, and Dr. Jane's Dental. They spent years optimizing for these spots. But through ChatGPT, the AI recommends Dental Square, City Dental Center, and Dr. Vandana's clinic. None of the top-ranking businesses from the traditional search results appear in the AI's recommendations. A business can rank number 1 on a search engine and remain completely invisible to the millions of people using AI. This is the visibility gap. In the legacy search environment, users rely on broad keywords, typing phrases like best CRM and hitting enter. This scatterplot shows how conversational interfaces encourage hyper-specific intent. A user asks, "What is the best CRM for an early-stage remote startup in India?" This laser-focused line demands a precise data node rather than a broad category match. Traditional search algorithms function as librarians. They scan and index, find keyword matches and titles and blogs, and provide a list of links for the user to navigate. Large language models function as synthesizers. These systems evaluate user context, scrape the web for sentiment, and cross-reference niche mentions to construct a tailored answer on the spot. Finding information has evolved into a data synthesis problem. This evolution directly affects 3 sectors: software companies, service providers, and direct-to-consumer brands. Potential clients are moving away from broad software category searches. When they ask a chatbot for the most beginner-friendly automation tool for a marketing startup, software companies relying on generic metadata are excluded from the answer. Local service businesses face a similar hurdle. Users now ask for the best tax consultant in India specializing in small business owners. Proximity keywords are secondary to the algorithm's ability to verify that specific expertise. Direct-to-consumer shoppers have also changed their behavior. They describe their specific morning commute and ask for noise-canceling recommendations under $50, looking for a curated lifestyle match rather than a product name. Brands relying on broad category definitions are effectively bypassed by consumers who arrive with high-intent, highly specific questions. Navigating this shift requires a new strategy: Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. The first pillar of GEO is tracking visibility, how frequently AI models mention your brand. The second is sentiment analysis, ensuring AI favors your brand based on positive consensus. The third reverse engineers conversational prompts, restructuring content to capture specific queries. Managing these pillars requires specialized toolsets, like SEMrush's AI visibility platform, to analyze data in ways traditional keyword planners cannot. Generative optimization runs parallel to traditional SEO, ensuring a brand captures the full range of modern search behavior. Most businesses haven't recognized this change in consumer behavior. This lack of awareness creates a significant opportunity for the companies that adapt their data structure first. Ranking on the first page of a search engine represents only one portion of a brand's digital footprint. The ultimate objective is to successfully position your business as the definitive, singular recommendation within this new conversational interface. If an AI cannot verify a business's existence, that brand loses its bridge to a massive segment of the high-intent market.
Imagine a top-rated dental clinic in your city. For years, they've invested in technical SEO to rank at the absolute top of a Google search. But when a user asks ChatGPT for that same recommendation, the clinic is completely absent from the results. Because this segment of the market relies on the AI's curated list to choose their provider, the clinic's search engine ranking becomes a non-factor. They are losing access to every potential customer who has transitioned their search behavior from a browser to a chat interface. Traditional search engine dominance is no longer a reliable metric for total digital visibility. The primary criteria for being discovered by a customer have changed. Watch global search engine market share. In 2025, Google dropped below 90% for the first time ever as AI chatbots spiked. Conversational AI now handles 15 to 20% of query volume that previously belonged to traditional search engines. This migration threatens the existing $100 billion SEO industry. The rules of that industry were designed for a set of algorithms that a growing portion of the user base is no longer interacting with. Companies that ignore these new metrics are losing their search ranking while simultaneously ceding market share to competitors who structure their information specifically for AI ingestion. Traditional SEO is built on matching rigid, fragmented keywords. If a user types "best CRM software," the engine scans for websites that contain those specific terms in high frequency. However, consumers are now using highly specific, context-heavy prompts. A user might ask, which CRM is best for a 3-person remote marketing startup in India? Traditional search algorithms act as indexers, retrieving a list of pre-existing links. AI models act as synthesizers, generating a custom, unified answer. This is where the blind spot occurs. A keyword-optimized website is often rejected by an AI model because it lacks the necessary semantic depth. A strategy built on being a blue link fails when the customer is looking for a synthesized concept. The solution is Generative Engine Optimization, or AI SEO. This is the process of structuring a brand's presence so it is included within the generated responses of a chatbot. Success in this field requires moving past clicks and tracking how often a brand is mentioned and the sentiment of those mentions within large language model outputs. This diagnostic dashboard shows how a brand's digital footprint varies across different models. By analyzing these data points, a company can see how they are being interpreted by ChatGPT versus Claude or Gemini. AI SEO is the technical requirement for a brand's data to be indexed and correctly summarized by these models. It moves beyond simple metadata tagging into the realm of semantic data structure. For software and SaaS companies, this means the end of generic best-of lists. Users now expect the AI to compare tools against their own personalized data and use cases. Local service providers are feeling the same pressure. Potential clients use AI to filter agencies or clinics based on specific personal constraints, rather than just choosing the closest option on a map. Direct-to-consumer brands are seeing a shift where buyers ask AI to construct customized product routines rather than browsing through traditional e-commerce catalogs. In each of these sectors, the reality is clear. The point of entry for the modern customer journey has moved away from the traditional search bar. Conversational AI has become the primary filter for information. Mastering AI SEO is the technical necessity for maintaining visibility in this new digital environment.